Hello, welcome to Beyond the Screen, the 5 economic transition, technology tradition, and the future of life. My name is Lawrence Mwanga. In our last episode, we talked about debt restructuring and how it helped reduce pressure on Zambia's public financing. But while these high-level negotiations were taking place, ordinary citizens faced a very different reality. For many citizens, economy is felt through prices. In this episode, we analyze inflation trends, fuel prices, and the cost of living. This is where policy meets daily life. Join me after the break. Welcome back. We define inflation. Inflation simply means the general increase in prices over time. When inflation rises, the same amount of money buys fewer goods and services. This is why inflation directly affects households from food to transport, rent, and school costs. Around 2021, Zambia was experiencing relatively high inflation. This was driven by several factors: a weakened currency, higher fuel costs, supply disruptions, and increased production expenses. Inflation meant that even when prices stayed the same, people still felt poorer because prices kept on rising. The most painful impact of inflation was seen in food prices. Basic items like meal, cooking oil, and vegetables became more expensive. For low-income households and students, food inflation had an immediate effect on daily survival. Fuel prices played a major role in driving inflation. When fuel prices rise, transport becomes more expensive. This cost is passed on to goods and services, meaning inflation spreads across the entire economy. The responsibility of controlling inflation lies largely with the central bank, in our case, the Bank of Zambia. The Bank of Zambia uses tools such as interest rates to reduce inflation by slowing borrowing and spending, but it can also slow economic growth. One major challenge during periods of high inflation is that wages do not often rise at the same pace as prices. This creates a gap where people just work as hard but afford less. This gap explains why inflation is always described as a silent tax on the poor. As reforms took effect and confidence slowly returned, inflation started to show signs of easing. Improved fiscal discipline, better currency management, and restored confidence helped stabilize prices over time. While challenges remain, the West inflationary pressures began to reduce. This episode teaches us that economic recovery is not only about debt and policy, it is about how people experience life every day. Inflation is where macroeconomic decisions meet household reality. Inflation shaped how Zambians felt the economy between 2021 and today, at the market, on the bus, and at home. In our next episode, we will look at the Zambian currency, the kwacha. This has been Beyond the Screen, the 5 economic transition, technology, tradition, and the future of life. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.